I'm coming on here to do this live. Be vigilant with your credit reports. Be vigilant watching your credit card statements. Be vigilant checking on your bank statements. I recently got a letter stating from the IRS that somebody tried to use my Social Security number to gain employment. This is a very scary situation. These type scams are happening all too often, and the fraud that's being committed by these cowardly people has no end. They scam the elderly, they scam innocent individuals, and identity theft is very real. Yesterday I had to put credit freezes on all three, with Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Trying to get into the Social Security links that they were giving me to prove that it was me was very difficult because it didn't recognize my phone number. For some reason, it wasn't going to recognize my phone number. Just be careful. Check every inch of your credit card statements. Check every inch of your bank statements. In early October, after I purchased airline tickets through American Airlines, somebody tried to use my debit card information to try to purchase items from MedGlove. And MedGlove is a medical supply company. We stopped that right away because my bank was very vigilant about that. However, in late October, they had a data breach, which compromised my Social Security number and also compromised information about me. Just be very vigilant about what is going on in your surroundings and in your life. Doing credit freezes with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian will stop anybody trying to get a credit card put in your name. We are going to stay on top of this because there was also another data breach with my Roth IRA. The people that handle my account, one of their affiliates, AssetMark, had a huge data breach. It's becoming more and more important that you secure your accounts. You have virus protection on your phone. You have virus protection on your computers when you are doing transactions. Because this is how a lot of these criminals get your information, is when you're doing transactions online or you're doing transaction through other websites. Temu has been sued by multiple states and is being sued by 4 states in particular about the malware that is put on Temu to track people's movements, to track people's online habits, and also to steal people's money. There have been several people that have had their bank accounts wiped out because of Temu. So just be very respectful of how you do things online. I've stopped purchasing things online. I've stopped purchasing stuff over the internet because it's not worth my time. It's not. when we went to go purchase those airline tickets, we had a lot of trouble because they only recognized my old phone number. They did not recognize my new cell phone number. And the reason being is because the bill gets paid through one of my credit cards. So just be very kind to people because you never know what's going on in their everyday life. This is why I've been missing in action in a while. Dealing with all this identity theft is very difficult. Identity theft robs people of billions of dollars, and it takes years to get that off your credit report. Years to fix it. Years to make sure that people are not making credit cards in your name or getting loans in your name. So hopefully this will stop this action that is being done to me. At the same time, like, we might have to set up an appointment with the Social Security Administration because their website doesn't track phone numbers that doesn't get a bill to your actual physical address, even though it's being paid by a credit card in your name. So just be very careful of everything that you do online. Be careful of who you associate with online because there's active criminal working in social media. There's active criminals preying on children online. We have several in our anti-Scientology community. Echoplex Media is one of them, and Brett Miller is another one. And I don't think Brett Miller will ever be rehabilitated. That's just my own personal opinion. I speak in generalities on my channel. So just be respectful. The stuff that is happening to me right now is very scary. So we're going to be waiting on my credit report, and we're also going to be waiting on a few other documents that I need in order to stop this. So just be very careful of everything that you do online. Be careful of social media in general. And be careful of who you give your money to online. There have been a lot of scam reports. I can tell you, when I first moved into my house down here, there was a scam being done through Delaware Electric Cooperative, which is my electric company. This guy by the name of Peter Bernadette tried to scam me out of money. Thank God my bank was on top of it, because it is a scam. I had been paying all my bills, so there was no reason for somebody to call and say you owe money right now. There was no reason for that. It was a scam. So there's also another scam out there that I want to put out there because this affects every single person who goes to an ATM. There's people that are scamming people out of money by sticking quarters up in the slots where the cards go in, so the card reader is jammed. They're telling people to tap their cards. A woman had this happen to her, and they stole over $3,000 out of her bank account. And the bank would not give her money back because she put her PIN number in. Make sure if you're at a bank that you make sure to close out that session at a bank. So that way nobody can use your PIN number to get your money out. You make sure it comes back up to the welcome screen when you're done your transaction. Or if it asks you to do another transaction, say no. This will stop anyone from being able to access your money. I'm just putting this out there to make everyone aware of these issues because cyber data attacks are happening more and more frequently, and it does expose the most vulnerable population in our country's social security numbers, their whole information, their addresses, everything. So just be very careful of everything that you do online. Temu is another one. I will never go on that site after learning that there are 20 states involved. And even the attorney general for Delaware stated that Temu has malware on it. They are tracking every American who purchases from Temu and tracking their bank account. And even some people have had their bank accounts wiped out. So just be careful of everything that you do online because it is the truth. Sorry, I'm getting a paper towel. My nose won't stop running. And it's been bad this morning. So I want to apologize now. Yeah, my mom and I spent 3 hours on the phone yesterday trying to get stuff done. We got at least a credit freeze on Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and even put a fraud alert out through Equifax. It makes it easier to get things done. It makes it easier to just do stuff and to get stuff done because there are so many people affected by identity theft, and identity theft is on the rise. So just be very careful, be vigilant, be vigilant of everything that you do online. There are a lot of credit card scams out there too as well. Just be kind and respectful. Do the things you love, but make sure you're vigilant in life. The only reason why this has affected me badly is because of somebody trying to use my social security number for employment purposes. So just be careful out there, everyone. Thank you and have a beautiful day. Take time for your family and friends. Do the things you love and support the people you love because this issue is real. Identity theft is real. And anyone who suggests otherwise is lying to you or is part of the problem. Thank you and have a lovely day. Take time for your family and friends. Have a lovely Thursday. Do the things you love and support the people you love. Thank you and have a great day.